Hello everyone, Pop-Tart here. Welcome back to the Aeroteam channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build our 1.5 to 1 scale Boeing 727-200. This is our first 1.5 to 1 aircraft tutorial on the channel, and it's kind of fitting that this iconic aircraft serves that role. The 727 took its first flight in 1963 and helped take a part in the age of early jet aircraft. It has a very unique shape, being a T-tail trijet with a third engine mounted in the vertical stabilizer. So let's have a look around the exterior of the aircraft, starting at the nose. The cockpit has the eyebrow windows up here. These were commonly seen on older aircraft from that era to aid in visibility, but with modern avionics technology they aren't really needed anymore, so you don't see them in newer aircraft of the current century. The 727 sits very low to the ground, so here we have the especially stubby nose landing gear, with the gear doors out to the side. Moving on back, we have the beacon light up top, and the overwing exit doors back here, with the exit markings on the top of the wing. The 727 has a wing fence right here, and of course no winglets, as that technology wasn't introduced until much later. Here we have the flap track fairings and the main landing gear, with the gear doors outlined in the fuselage. Finally, we have the three Pratt & Whitney JT8D engines, two here fuselage mounted out to the side, and one mounted in the rear of the aircraft. Interestingly enough, this is actually a massive tube leading down to the engine, which is mounted inside the aircraft itself. Now, of course, this isn't the APU as you might expect from a traditional airliner. That's the exhaust of engine number 2. If I remember correctly, the APU is actually mounted somewhere in the landing gear bay on the 727. Anyways, that's it for the engines. So here we have the beautiful vertical stabilizer at a very steep backwards angle, the horizontal stabilizers out to the side, and the stabilizer trim on the tail itself there. So that's just about it for the exterior of the aircraft. So like all of our 1.5 to 1 scale aircraft, we of course have a full interior design. So let's have a look at that now. Let's start all the way up here in the flight deck. There we go. So here we have the pilot and co-pilot seats, the yokes, throttle quadrant, MCP, and the overhead panel. These are the eyebrow windows that I was talking about, and the flight engineer's position. So that does it for the flight deck, so let's head back into the cabin. The L1 and R1 doors here at the front are actually offset a little bit, interestingly enough, as opposed to being perfectly parallel. So, as for the seating, this is our standard configuration that we've put together. This would, of course, vary by the airline, but this is the default that we've set up. So, at the back here we have the galleys, and the lavatories here, both on either side. And at the back we have the rear air stairs. So these would actually deploy out to allow for entry. And as you can see down here, this is where those air stairs would come out. That's a fairly unique feature on the 727 as well. But that does it for the interior of the aircraft, so let's get going on the tutorial. So one thing you should keep in mind, as you probably noticed by now, this build does make use of our custom Aeroteam texture pack for things such as 3D models and custom slab and stair colors. A download link to this pack for Minecraft 1.13 can be found in the description below if you don't have it already. But if you're stuck using the default texture pack or some other pack for whatever reason, I'll show you workarounds that you can use for the default pack. This build will still work perfectly fine in default, but please keep in mind that it'll look much better with the Aeroteam pack. Now, with that out of the way, let's start the tutorial. Alright, so with that all out of the way, we can get started on Layer 1 finally. So if you are building this on the ground as I am here, you'll want a 1 block gap space between layer 1 of the fuselage and the ground, like so. So we'll be starting off with a top slab right here. Now this is another texture pack note. In the Aeroteam pack, the purple material is a wool texture, so for our layering we use purple stairs and purple slabs to maintain a wool texture throughout. This also allows for quartz, using the quartz material for detailing for things such as the exit doors and gear doors and all of that. If you are using default, you can use quartz for the aircraft itself, and then another material for the detailing, but we'll get to that later. Basically, you want to make sure that the fuselage is white, and quartz is your option for that in default, but if you are using the Aeroteam pack, then purple is your way to go. So, with that all out of the way, that's your first top slab there. Now behind this, with your wool top slab, you'll place a row of 3. Now grab your quartz slab here for detailing. This will be for the gear doors of the nose landing gear, and drop 3 quartz top slabs going back like so. And again, if you're using default with the with this blended into the quartz aircraft, you can use another material such as cobblestone to differentiate. It's really depends on your preference. Cobblestone is the best way to go for default. It still looks a bit wrong, but it's the best way to go. Hence why we have used other solutions for the Aeroteam pack. So you have your 3 quartz slabs going back here. Now drop 3 wool top slabs going beside like so. Just to fill in that, so we have a 3x4 area here. Now place 12 rows of 3 going back here, so bring this back by 12 with your wool top slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And just bring that all the way back here. There we go. So with that done, we can start on the wing box now. So to start off, drop a wool block right there behind that center block. Upside down stairs facing out to the side like so. Now a row of 3 full blocks in the middle with slabs out to either side. 3 again in the middle like so. Now upside down stairs out to either side. 3 again, and then a corner stair going back like this, so curved around and facing forwards like so. And again here. Now we've got another long row ahead of us, so in the center 3 here, just drag 12 wool blocks, solid wool blocks that is, going all the way back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fill that all in like so. And once you have that, grab your... actually, my bad. This will be 5 wide, so expand this out on either side like so. So you should have a 5x12 region in the center. Now here's where the slabs come in. I was getting a bit ahead of myself. So after this corner stair here, go out to the side, and out from that wool block there, drag top slabs going all the way back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there you go. That is the base of the wing box formed. So let's continue on here. So grab your wool blocks again, place a row of 5 in the middle, and a second row of 5 back. Now a row of 3 in the middle, and a second row of 3. Drop top slabs on either side of those 2 rows of 3, like so. And then 1 more row of 3. Now here's where things get a bit funky as we start to slope up the rear of the fuselage. So a single wool block in the center, upside down stairs facing backwards on either side, and then a third facing off of that wool block right there. Now, let me zoom in on this here. Alright, so then drop your wool top slabs off to either side. Grab a quartz stairs, and this will be for your airfoil detailing. If you are using defaults, no need to worry about blending this in with cobblestone or something. It'll just look absolutely atrocious. Just use the fuselage color. But drop your quartz stair going back, like so. This will be facing forwards, as opposed to the last one which we placed, which was going backwards. And slabs out to either side. Row of 3 slabs across, and another quartz stair facing forwards, like so. Slabs out to either side, and 1 slab going backwards. Again, just use quartz for that if you're in the Aeroteam pack or default. And yeah, that actually does it for layer 1. So let's get started on layer 2 then. Alright, so for layer 2, come to the front here and bring a full block going forwards off of that forwardmost half slab that we had there. Drop a wool stair, an upside down wool stair going forwards from it like so, and a slab on its face, just like that. And then off from this wool block here, 2 more upside down stairs like so, and then slabs on their faces, just like that. So you should get something looking like this. So let's bring this back now. 2 more wool blocks going back, or 1 more, 2 total, I suppose, going back from those stairs to fill in that gap there. Now, 2 wool going back from that as well there, with 2 half slabs off to either side. Now, from this half slab here, or from this top slab that is, bring 16 blocks going all the way back. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. On the other side as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I miscounted there, that's fun. Yep, that's 16. Okay, so I just did it dumb. Ignore that. So we have our 16 wool blocks going back, then another there with a half slab out to the side, just like that. Now, let me see here in my notes. Alright, so going back from this half slab here, we have 15 wool blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Should overhang by 2, just like so. And again on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Half slab going back. And now 8 wool blocks from this inside area right here. So starting there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, coming back from these here, 3 top slabs. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Fill in on the inside of those with 3 wool blocks there, and then 2 to fill in that bottom gap. So, now from this here, grab your upside down stairs, place 2 on either side there, and a wool block in the center, I believe. Actually, no. Grab your quartz block and place quartz right there. This is the start of the rear air stair door there. So, quartz block in the center right there. Upside down stair going back with quartz, and wool top slabs off to either side. Now, grab your quartz top slabs and place 2 going back like so. And then your wool top slabs, just one of those off from that there. That will do it for layer 2, and now we can move on to layer 3. So for layer 3 of the fuselage, just right here, actually coming out from this, drop a wool block right there. So it should be coming off one from the nose, like so, or from that front top slab there. So now, off to either side of an angle, drag 3 wool blocks off here. Top slab off to either side of that last one. And then 5 wool blocks going back. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back from the top slab, that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, grab your buttons. This is for the pitot tubes at the front here. So, drop a stone button on the first block of those 5. Should look just like that. Now, from this last block of the 5 here, drop a top slab going off to either side. And then 38 full blocks going back. So, this is a long one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, and 38. Should line up with that last block right there. And now we get to do that all over again. So, I'm not even going to count this one, I'm just going to drag it all the way back. All the way to where that last block lined up on the last layer. There we go. Now, let me see what we're doing up here. Alright, so from this last block here, 2 top slabs going back. And 2 right there. Then from this inside block here, 5 wool blocks going back. So you should have the first 2 line up with the slabs right there, and then 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now for detailing, grab stone buttons and drop those on the first block of the 3 exposed right there. And then 2 top slabs going back from those 5 blocks there. Fill in the visible gaps with 2 wool blocks going back. And let me see here. Now a row of 3 going across the middle, with 1 going out from the center, and 2 upside down stairs going back, and an upside down stair off of that center wall. Half slabs out to the side, as we've always done, row of 3 across, and 1 one wool top slab going back. That finishes off the fuselage layering for layer 3. Now we have just one thing left. Grab an iron trapdoor and place it right there, going off of that last top slab. Yet another texture pack note: the iron trapdoor is a stone slab texture in the Aeroteam pack. This is for blending with wing detailing. However, you don't have to worry about that right now. The default iron texture will still be fine for the exhaust cone at the back. So, that is it for layer 3, and let's get started on layer 4. Alright, so for layer 4, here we have basically reached the very tip of the nose, so here's where we will start sloping everything backwards. So, grab your half slabs and place a half slab on top of that forward block right there. A block of wool going back, 2 half slabs off to either side, and a wool block back from those 2 there. Now, coming out to the side, we have, let's see, okay, so here's something to be aware of. As I was mentioning, the 2 doors are not in line with each other, so on the right side of the aircraft, bring 5 wool blocks back, just like so. And on the left side of the aircraft, we're going to do something a bit different. We will have 4 blocks going back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And here's where we'll start the L1 door. So for that, grab your quartz stair and place an upside-down quartz stair facing towards the center of the aircraft, just like so. And that will be the start of your door there. Again, if you're in default, that would be a cobblestone upside-down stair. So, now that we've got that going, grab your stone buttons once more, and drop a stone button on that first block of the 5. Again, that's for the pitot tubes. Now we've got, for the, let's see here, so for the right door, the R1 door, you've got a space of 2, so 2 wool blocks going back there. Grab your upside-down stair again and place that going back there facing towards the center, like so. And that does it for the R1 door. So, let me see here. Going back from the R1 door here, this upside-down stair on the right, place 18 wool blocks going back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. On the left side of the aircraft, that's 21. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So this should line up here. This is where we will start our overwing exit doors. So grab your upside down stairs again, and let's rinse and repeat. So upside down stair facing towards the center on both sides, like so. These are both in line. 2 block gap between, and again, your upside down stairs. Now grab a stone button and place a stone button on both of those stairs, on the back faces, that is. So you should get something looking like that. Now, go back to your wool and drag 8 wool blocks going back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Same on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is where the rear doors are. And these, thankfully, are in line. So we just have the 2 upside down stairs right here. Again, as we've always done. No buttons on these. And then 8 more wool blocks going back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just like so. So from these last rows that we placed here, come in and place 5 going back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like so. Then a top slab going back from those both. And now 4 solid blocks going back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now all we have to do to finish off this layer is put in the bulk of the engine number 2 exhaust. So, let's see, grab your cobblestone slabs, stairs, and stone brick slab. Place a cobblestone full block on top of that iron trapdoor there. Cobblestone top slab off to either side. Upside down stair facing backwards, and then a stone brick top slab off of that stair, just like so. And that will finish off layer number 4. And with that, we can move on to layer 5. Alright, so to start off with layer 5 here, we'll be starting off the cockpit in this layer. So, before we start here, for glass materials, if you're using default, use black stained glass. If you have the Aeroteam pack, which I highly recommend, use green stained glass instead. This has a texture on it with lines on all sides like this, as opposed to, here we are, black stained glass with no lines at all, just a solid material like so. So you'll want to use green stained glass for that. So, yeah, with your glass material, come back 1 from that wool block there on the last layer. Glass pane out to either side, glass block going back, pane out to either side once more, and finally another block going back, just like that. We can throw these away now, we won't be touching them again. And now from the glass here, take your full blocks on the right side, drag 4 blocks going back, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And on the left side, 2 blocks and a quartz full block. Yes, so quartz full block and a button on its face, just like so. And a 4th block back right there. Now, on the now back from these last blocks, half slab out to the side. And here is where we will start the windows. Actually, before the windows, you'll want to do the right door first. So, full block there, and a quartz full block, button on its face. There we go. So now we can start on the windows. I was getting a bit ahead of myself there. So, luckily for us, unlike the Lockheed Constellation tutorial, these windows are all uniform. It's just upside down stairs facing backwards, going back. Pretty easy. No staggering blocks of any kind. So, this is a lot easier. So, on the right side here, just grab your upside down wool stairs and drag 18 going back to meet up with the overwing exits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18, like so. Once you've done that, now you just have 20 stairs on the left side of the aircraft. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And you'll line up with the 2 overwing exits here. Now grab your quartz stair, or cobblestone if you're using default, and just place a quartz stair going backwards like so. That'll be the window for the overwing exit. 2 wool stairs back, and repeat the same process here. So a quartz stair upside down, like so, and then 8 upside down wool stairs going back here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we have the very last door, the exit at the back here. So, quartz stair there on both sides, as we've always done. And then, let's see here, 3 wool stairs going back. So, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. And that does it for your windows on the 727. So let's just finish off the rear of the fuselage here, and that will do it for layer 5, I believe we're on? Layer 5, yeah. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4 wool blocks going back from this last stair we placed here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just want to clarify as well, when I say wool blocks, I mean the solid block that you're using. So if you are having to use this in default, I do recommend not using wool blocks and sticking with the color scheme of quartz full blocks. I probably should have mentioned that earlier, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you did catch on to that, so hopefully you were able to infer that. So, it really doesn't matter, it just looks a whole lot better. So, now that we've done that, we've got our full 4 solid blocks going back. Drop a half slab on top of that last block there. Now, let me pull up my next section of notes here. Alright, so, now coming inwards from that half slab there, come in 1, and you'll have 7 blocks in total going back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like so. And then come in 1 and 2 blocks backwards, just like this. Upside down stair facing... That's not an upside down stair, normal stair facing backwards, back from both of those blocks there. Said upside down stairs so many times now I just say it automatically. Great. Alright, so between those 2 stairs there, place a full block in the middle. Grab your cobblestone out once more. And just do what you did in the last layer, basically. So, full block in the center there. And this time, though, a stone brick slab out to either side. Now a cobblestone upside down stair there, and a stone brick half slab right there. So your exhaust should look just like that. And that will finish layer 5. So now let's move on to layer 6. Alright, so for layer 6, to start off here, grab your white carpet, drop those on top of all exposed glass blocks here. Not the panes, obviously, but all 5 glass blocks there. Place a half slab in between those two carpets there, and then a nether brick slab going back from both of those, just like so. Stair in the middle there, facing forwards. Then what we have here is a top slab going back from this, and then a half slab, not a half slab, an upside down stair facing forwards, just like so. This is a little bit for the interior, just to keep the space spacious, but we're just doing it now ahead since this is also exposed on the top of the aircraft. So now that we have that there, what we can do is place a full block going out from that upside down stair there, and an upside down, not an upside down, a regular stair facing forwards, forwards from those two right there, and you should get a pattern looking like that. So once you have those in place, grab your half slabs, place 2 along the side right here, and then what you can do is, skipping this center block that's exposed right here, place 2 full blocks going back there. Out to the side here, place a, this is going to be a normal stair facing outwards. On this side, it's going to be a quartz stair for the L1 door right there, and that'll finish that off. And then place corner stairs facing forwards, curving that around just like so. Now that we have that all in place, going back here, place a single wool block there, and a full block of quartz to finish off the R1 door. And that does it, I believe. Yeah, we don't have anything else to worry about until we hit the rear exits there. So I'm not even going to count this one out, but let's grab wool and just drag this all the way back. So skipping these 2 overwing exits there, you'll stop right before this last exit. So just going all the way back here, there's the overwing exits, and there is our exit there. And just bring the other line parallel. So we should have something looking like this. And to finish that one off as well, we're just going to do the same thing and drop a quartz full block backwards from there like so. Now, to finish this off, just 10 more blocks going back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we've got 3 half slabs going back there. 1, 2, and 3. 4 blocks going back from the inside right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should overhang by 1 and seal up that gap there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And a half slab back from both of those. Block in the center. This going back here will be 2 actually. 1 and 2 there. And now grab your stair and place an upside down stair going back right there. This is going to start off the very base of the vertical stabilizer, so we've got that going now. And now just to finish off the exhaust here, grab your iron trapdoor once more and place that right there on top of that cobblestone full block. And that will finish off layer 5. That was probably one of the easiest layers we've had yet. So, now that we have that done, we can move on to layer 6. No, that was layer 6. We can move on to layer 7 now. Alright, so for layer 7 here, this is going to be a very simple layer. All we're doing basically is capping off the top of the fuselage here, and then we can move on to the engine and vertical stabilizer. So, to get started with this, grab your half slab, place 1 back there to fill in that block space in the center. And now 7 more going back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7 across the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's where our beacon light will be, so grab a red stained glass, drop that there, then half slab out to either side, 3 half slabs in the center here going across, or 3 rows that is, so 1, 2, 3, so you should have a 3x3 in the center. Now here's where an airfoil will go in, so you can throw that away, you won't be needing that again. Grab your quartz stairs, and place one in the center facing forwards right there, with a half slab out to either side. Again, if you're in default, there's no need to differentiate that with cobblestone. It's just an airfoil that's there. You can keep it with the same quartz texture of the rest of the build. Cobblestone for airfoils will look absolutely horrendous, so don't do that. Once we've got that out of the way, now we've got a big stretch going all the way back of just 24 slabs. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. And just fill in the rest here. Like this. Come on, there we go. So, here's where the fun part starts of this layer. So now we've got the base of the engine being built up there. So in the center here, place a wool stair facing forwards, right there. Slab out to either side. A full block behind it like so. Another stair going backwards. Should look just like that. And then curve that around with a stair out to either side. In between these two stairs, we're going to do a little bit of the interior, actually, as well. So grab a sea lantern and place that in the center. That is for lighting for the interior. And the reason we're actually doing this now instead of placing this in later is because a carpet actually goes here to clean up the intake. So just wanted to get that out of the way now so we didn't have to worry about breaking carpet and everything later. Anyways, now that we've got that, 3 wool across here, and another 3 there. And let's see, so then out from both of these edges, 5 blocks going backwards, ignoring the center, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should look just like that. And join up those 2 at the back. Once you have that there, drop a wool half slab back from those, and then a solid block in the center. Just like that. Now grab your solid blocks and just place those going all the way back to that upside down stair there, and a second upside down stair going back. And that's going to do it for layer 7. So, with that, we've just completed the entire fuselage. So, congratulations on that. Now we can move on to the number 2 engine here, and we will finish off that and the vertical stabilizer. Alright, so before we move on to engine number 2 and the vertical stabilizer here, we actually need to finish off the engine intake. This is something that I missed earlier, so that's my fault for not getting that. But it's no big deal. It's pretty easy to build, so we can just do that now. The first thing is that this sea lantern here is not supposed to be there, so that's my mistake, but we can just easily replace that with another wool block like so. Not sure how that happened. After this, so we have these 4 blocks going back here, so we now place 2 half slabs going back. Now, come down a level, place a stair facing backwards like so, fill in the gaps at the side there with wool blocks. A second stair coming down like so. And now a full block underneath there, and a half slab right there. This should land us at this little area here. So now what we do is we'll place 2 black wool blocks like so. Now we just fill in these gaps at the side, so blocks up the side just like so. Fill that all in. There we go, beautiful. So now, from this wool block here from the fan. Drop a stair there, coming up at an angle. Knock out that wool block there, and place a stair right there. So that will do it for the engine intake. Again, my apologies for missing that originally. But now that we have that out of the way, we can move on to engine number 2. So to get started on that, on top of this stair up here at the front, place a cobblestone half slab, top slabs off to either side like so. 2 wool half slabs going back from that center half slab there. Then 7 wool blocks, I believe, going back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7. Like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Connect them with a top slab in the center there. And then a half slab back from both of those blocks right there. Now drag your solid blocks all the way back to the end of the vertical stabilizer there, and an upside down stair right there will finish off that layer of the engines. So to move up to the next section, grab your cobblestone slabs, place a full block of cobblestone on top of there, joined by a top slab in the middle. 4 wool top slabs going back from that cobblestone top slab, 1, 2, 3, and 4, like so. Then 4 wool going back as well alongside that. A stair facing backwards and a slab like so from both of those. And then place 12 wool blocks going back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And that should land right on top of that stair right there, and then another upside down stair to finish that off. So moving on up here to finish off the engine, place a cobblestone half slab on top of that top slab there. Then 8 wool half slabs going back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 3 wool blocks. Stone button on either side of that last one. You can throw away that for now then. And then 6 wool blocks going back. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 there. That should land on top of that stair. And drop another stair facing backwards like so. Now we just have to finish off of the vertical stabilizer. The engine is fully complete. So to move on up here with our first layer of the vertical stabilizer, skip this first block of wool there, place a half slab right there, and then 8 wool blocks going back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and an upside down stair back like so. Moving on up, place a half slab on top of that wool block there, 4 blocks going back, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now grab a smooth stone block here, place that afterwards like so. This is for the stabilizer trim. 4 blocks going back with your wool, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 2 half slabs back, 1 and 2, like so. For our next layer up, skip that first block there, place a half slab there on that second block, 2 wool going back. Grab a block of andesite here, place that on top of the smooth stone. That'll finish off the stabilizer trim. Then 8 wool going back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And a half slab on the end, like so. Now for the last layer of the vertical stabilizer, place a half slab on top of that first block from the last layer. 6 blocks going back. A stair facing backwards, and then 2 half slabs back like so, and that will finish off the vertical stabilizer. So now that that is done, all we have left to do are the horizontal stabilizers. So let's get going on those. Alright, so for the horizontal stabilizers, to make this easy on ourselves, what we're going to be doing is building this out in layers. So, let's get started then. From this andesite here on the stabilizer trim, place a cobblestone top slab right there. Then 1, 2, and 3 more coming out at angles like so. A cobblestone half slab down, just like this. And then 1 and 2 more out at an angle. So you should have a line looking just like this. Grab your stone slabs, come out at an angle again, place a row of 3 going back like this. Now we're going to join this outline back here into the vertical stabilizer. So make this a row of 2 at the back. Grab your stone brick slabs, place 2 going in like so, 1 going in, and then up at an angle, 1 more going in at an angle, and then a stone brick, or a stone top slab right there. Now to finish off the elevator detailing, place 2 stone brick slabs back from these 2 here, 1 back from here, and 1 back right there. That will finish off that the detailing for that control surface. Now let's fill this all in. So from this cobblestone slab here, come up and place 3 stone brick or stone half slabs like so. Then you can fill this all in with your stone slabs right there, and then fill in that layer as well. Now just fill in all of this empty space here with the stone slabs, and that will do it for the top face of the stabilizers. So now to finish this all off, we just need to make it pretty from the bottom. So come down here, fill in these 3 with your stone slabs as well, and that will do it for the horizontal stabilizers. So I'm just going to do this on the other side as well, just for fun. So you've got your top slab here, 1, 2, and 3 out at an angle like so, 1 down, 1 and 2 back, 3 stone slabs back there, 1 coming in, 2 stone brick slabs there, 2 coming forwards, and then 1 more out there, 1 coming up, 1 in at an angle, and a slab there, I believe. Yep, and then 1 more there. And then your stone slab there. 3 across the top here, and then fill this all in like so. Slab there, make sure to get that angle correct, and then fill in all of this here. And then your 3 slabs on the underside. And that will do it for the horizontal stabilizers. So that does it for the fuselage and your stabilizers and everything. So now all that we have left is the wings. But before we do that, I've got a couple minor adjustments to make, and we can be on our way. So for our final touches before we get started on the wings, as you can imagine, of course I forgot something, even in addition to the tube there. I was bound to fail at some point. So, this isn't anything major though, but what we're going to do is add in an airfoil on the underside and the gear doors. So, where you have these full blocks here at the edge of the wing box here, not this area but here, skip 1, 2, and 3 of these, and now knock out these 2, and then 2 forwards from these. So you should have a 2x3 area right there. And then knock out these 3 slabs right there. So to add in your gear doors, just place a 2x3 area of quartz half slabs, and then fill in that with your quartz top slabs. That will do it for the gear doors. So now come over here, do the same thing. So 1, 2, and 3. Knock this area out, and the top slabs too. And there will be your gear doors for the main landing gear. Again, that's my bad for missing that as well. And for the last bit of detailing, we have here the airfoil on the underside. So squeeze down here, and oh dear, here we go. So we're going to skip 1 block and place a lever on the second block of the underside right there, and flick it so it's facing backwards. There we go, that's everything I missed. Again, my apologies, but it shouldn't be too hard to add those in. So now that we've got those finished off, we have absolutely everything for the exterior of the aircraft, save the engines and the wings. So let's get started on the Pratt & Whitney JT8D engines. Alrighty, so for our other two Pratt & Whitney JT8D engines mounted on the side of the fuselage here, we're going to start off right in the back here with our engine pylon first. So come to this outermost layer of the fuselage here, and from this wool block here, place 4 stone top slabs going back. 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like so. Now we're going to build the bulk of the engine itself. So let's see here. Start off with your solid block. Count from this wool here at the back, skip that one, and place a wool out to the side right there. And turn this into a 2x2 face, just like so. This is going to be the base of the engine. We're just going to build out from here. So actually expand this forward by a second layer, just like so. Grab your cobblestone stairs and create a circle shape, just like this, with an upside down stair at the base, upside down stair facing away from it like so, and then 2 more stairs facing into each other on the top face. That will be the front of the engine, so now we can start building back. Let's see what's going on here. Alright, so on this bottom block here, place 2 more solid blocks, just like this. Then 2 stairs facing backwards across the top, like so. Now on the bottom, I guess we can build the bottom out first. So from these blocks here, place upside down stairs facing into each other going backwards, just like this. Grab your stone brick stairs, place 2 more facing into each other back like this. Then place 2 stairs upside down facing backwards like this, I believe? Yeah, that's correct. Okay, cool. Then a stone brick slab on the left block, not on the right side. On the right side, we'll place the stone brick slab coming up at an angle like this. Now we'll do the same thing with the stone brick stairs, so 2 across like this, curve them around. And now here's where the tricky part comes in. So we need to make a shape like this with the wool stairs. So place 2 facing into each other like this. But due to Minecraft's stair physics, these stairs will not turn into each other. If we do it like that, it'll curve around, obviously, but can't happen with this. So if you if you don't have World Edit, you can just do that, but it'll look, it won't have the right shape. So I highly recommend that if you do have access to World Edit, you can use the following. So grab a stick and set it to the replace tool, so /repl0. And what we're going to do here is on the right side, we're going to have that stair facing to the side like this. Then this stair is going to face just out to the side. Then we're going to place another stair facing backwards on its edge. And then right here, place, yes, we have our stair going out to the side, and then use the replace tool on it like so. That will trick it into thinking that that stair still has a stair next to it, and will maintain its curved status, like so basically. And that is how we can get that shape to come across. Also make sure that you have fast mode enabled with //fast. Actually, it looks like I didn't have it enabled, so never mind then. I thought it would only work with that way, but looks like it did work anyways. That's good to know. Learn something new every day. Alright, so yeah, that is how you build the JT8D engine. That is everything to it. Not too complicated. We don't have any fans or anything going on the inside since it is a smaller engine. I suppose I can just go ahead and build this on the other side as well. It's small enough to just build on camera without mirroring it. So you've got your pylon there, 4 stone slabs going back. Skip 1 block, 2x2 by 2, right there, with your cobblestone stairs on the front. Again, that should line up right there with that very last window, just like so. Then you've got your blocks coming down there, stairs, then the exhaust with the stone brick stairs, slab out there, slab coming up at an angle. Curve that around again, just like so. Your stairs, stair coming in, stair to the side, stair facing outwards, and replace that with an air block. And it is as simple as that. So once you have that done, you now have all three of your Pratt & Whitney GT8D engines on the Boeing 727. So all that we have left now is the wings. This will probably be the most complicated part of the entire tutorial, but we will do our best to make it as easy as possible. So, without further ado, let's just jump straight into that. Alright, so all we have left now are the wings, and the exterior of the aircraft is done. So let's get going on that then. What we're going to do to start off with is we're going to build the base layer of the wing, and then rather than building out in layers, we're going to outline the entire wing and then fill it in from there. Hopefully that should make it a lot easier than building outwards in singular layers, as that can get quite tedious. So, what we're going to do to start off is come down to this slab layer right here on the very edge of the fuselage. From this forwardmost slab here, come up at an angle and place down a full block of your stone slabs. So it should line up between these two blocks like so. Switch over to your stone brick slabs, come down at an angle here and place 4 top slabs going back, 1, 2, 3, and 4, followed by 6 stone slabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Starting on top of this stone top slab here, place 2 stone brick half slabs going back, 1 and 2, just like so, followed by a stone slab going forwards. Now we've got our overwing exit detailing coming in here, so switch over to your quartz slabs and place 3 quartz top slabs going forwards, up at an angle, 1, 2, and 3, and then up at an angle again, 3 quartz half slabs, 1, 2, and 3, just like that, followed by a nether brick slab and a stone slab, just like that. And that will be the base of your wing. So from here we can start moving outwards. So now that we have that done, we can begin outlining the wing. So from this stone slab full block here, place another block back at an angle diagonally, like so. Now for our slat detailing along the leading edge of the wing, switch over to your cobblestone slabs, and we'll be placing 5 cobblestone blocks back diagonally. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just like this. Then just a top slab this time, back diagonally. Now switch over to your stone brick stairs and place a stone brick stair facing forwards, off to the side this time, not diagonally. This will be the start of your wing fence that I was talking about earlier on the aircraft, right there. We'll be building off of that later when we start filling in the wing. So back from this stair here, place another top slab back at an angle. Now 2 top slabs out this time, followed by 2 half slabs on top. And from these 2 half slabs, we'll be placing another half slab diagonally out just like this, followed by a second. Now again, 2 half slabs out to the side. 2 half slabs diagonally, and to finish it off, 2 half slabs. So you should get a pattern looking like that. Take a look again just to make sure you have everything right. And yeah, so now we can start curving this back around. So for the very tip of the wing, place, I believe this is 4 stone top slabs going back, or half slabs. So from this cobblestone slab here, come out at an angle and place 4 stone half slabs going back, just like that. And that will be the very tip of your wing. So now we can start making our way back in. So from this back block here, come in 1. Now place a row of 2 going across, just like that. So you have 2 rows of 2 across the back here. Actually, we're going to place down a 3rd as well. So 2, 2, and 2 right across the back there. Come in 1 there. and a second block diagonal. Now what we're going to do while we're here is just make a marker for ourselves for the flap track fairings. So grab a block of smooth stone, and in between these two blocks, down at an angle between these two, we'll place a smooth stone full block right there, followed by a smooth stone half slab on the end. This is the very end of one of our flap track fairings, and we will just be building this forward when we fill in the wings. This is just to mark it for ourselves later so we don't have to find it all over again. So now from this smooth stone block here, place a stone brick slab out at an angle, a top slab that is, right there, followed by a stone slab, top slab, in one, and then two stone, are these? Yeah, these are top slabs. So you've got a stone brick slab, a stone slab, and then in and two stone slabs there. Then for our next flap track fairing, underneath this we'll place two stone slabs going back. And actually we can swap this one out with a smooth stone full block there, just to make it nice if you have access to that. Making our way back in here, place another stone top slab in at an angle, followed by a stone brick slab and a stone slab. Now come down one and place a stone brick half slab there this time. And let's see, a stone brick top slab back from it, followed by a stone slab coming in. Then a stone half slab going down at an angle right here. Come in one, place a stone half slab there, and then a second, and that should meet up with your very last stone brick half slab right here. And that will form the outline for your wings. So, with that done, we can start filling this in. So, I'll be starting with all of the everything on the top first, and then we can fill in the bottom. So, let me see, where should I suppose we can start by just coming up here to the overwing exits and filling this in. So switch over to your nether brick stairs, or nether brick slabs, excuse me, and in from this one here, place down, this is two nether brick slabs going back. Come down at an angle and place one there, and make this 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that forms the markings for your overwing exits. You can throw away the quartz slab and the nether brick slab for now. And now we can start filling in the rest. So, for our flaps at the end of the wing here, where you have these two stone brick half slabs here, come out one with your stone brick half slab there, and then a top slab right there, followed by 1, 2, and 3 stone slabs across in at an angle right there. That should meet up with that slab right there. That does it for that section of the flaps. Now for the ailerons, from this top slab here, place 1 and 2 more top slabs across right here. Come in and place 2 more right across there. A top slab right there, and then a half slab across in between these two to fill up that layer. And that gets our detailing out of the way there. So now we can just bring this layer across. This will just make things easier on ourselves as we're filling things in. So where you have this half slab here that we just placed, come in 1, 2, and 3 stone slabs diagonally. Place a stone brick slab on its face, and that finishes off that layer of the wing. So now what we can do is fill in the markings on top of the wing. So let me see here. On this, where you have these nether brick slabs here, for the overwing exits, place a stone slab right there, just to fill off that layer. Now, switch over to your stone brick slabs, place 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone brick slabs going back, right here. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 there. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2 this time. 1 and 2. Now, 2 stone brick top slabs, or half slabs there, coming up at an angle. That is again for your wing fence here. We'll finish off the underside of that wing fence when we get to it. And then a half slab right in there. Now we've just got a big open area in the top of the wing here that we can fill in with your stone slabs. So just fill in everything in that singular layer with stone slabs right there. And that will finish off the top portion of the wing, just like that. Now, for the next layer up, switch back to your stone brick slabs, and we just have this bit to fill in. So for the markings here, oh, missed a spot, let's fill in that with your stone slab as well. Now, switch over to the stone brick slabs. From here, where you have this cobblestone slab here for the slats, place 2 stone brick slabs going back, 3 back, 2, 2 back here, 2 back here, 1, 2, and 3 going back this time, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 here, and then just 1 right there. And that finishes off the marking on top of the wing. So, switch back to your stone slabs, and we'll just do what we did before and fill all of these empty spots in with the stone slabs. And that will conclude the top face of the wing. So, looking pretty good from the top. Obviously, not so hot on the underside, so we still have that to finish off. And actually, where I said to fill in with a stone slab right there, that's supposed to be a stone brick slab, actually, to blend with this marking. So make sure that's a stone brick slab instead. My apologies. So, for the underside of the wing, we're just going to basically do what we did up top here, and work our way out in layers, going all the way up to the wingtip. So, where you have these 4 stone brick slabs here, skip the first one, place 1 slab going back, or 1 slab coming out there, 1 and 2 this time, 1, 2, and 3 out now. Then 2 half slabs out with the stone brick. And lastly, now coming backwards, skipping that first exposed one, just place 1 stone brick slab right there. And you can fill in that empty space with a stone slab there if it makes it any easier for you. Sorry if that was a bit confusing, it just makes things easier for us as we're building this out. So now from these 2 exposed stone brick slabs here, place 1 stone slab this time going back, and now we have another flap track fairing to add in, so switch over to your smooth stone once more, and place 1, 2, 3, and 4 smooth stone going back, followed by a stone top slab. Next, we have this layer on the inside to fill in, so just bring 1 and 2, 3 actually, stone slabs coming across. And that will fill in that layer of the wing. So now we can move on up. So, let's see, I'll start with the outline here. So move back here to where we have this, where we move from the cobblestone full blocks to the top slab here. Switch over to your stone brick slabs. Back from this last full block that we have here, place 2 stone slabs back, followed by 2 stone slabs. Now we have another flap track fairing to add in here, so come out at an angle from that first stone slab there, and place 3 stone slabs back. So you should have something looking just like that. Switch over to your stone brick slabs now, and starting on top of that backwardsmost block of those three that we placed, place 1 and 2 stone brick slabs across, just like that. That will finish off the outline for this layer. So once you have those 3 in place there, just switch over to your stone brick slabs once more, and from this first one that we placed here, just place 2 stone brick slabs going across, just like that. And that is for the flap detailing again. So once you have that done, that finishes off the outline of the next layer up here. So let's just work on filling that in then. So first, of course, we have our stone brick slab detailing for the markings. So switch over to that, and back from this first exposed area in here, where we have that stone brick slab sticking out. Back from it, just up 1, place a stone brick slab there, and we can work our way back from here. So place 1 going back there. Now going outwards from that first one, 1, 2, and 3 back. Then 1, 2, and 3 back again, and that should meet up with the edge of that layer there. So now we just have this same old job of filling in this layer with the stone slabs. And it is easy as that. So let's move on up once more. First here, let's finish off the wing fence. So switch over to your stone brick slabs and place a stone brick slab going back from the upside down stair on the bottom half, just right there, followed by a top slab to fill in that gap. That will do it for the wing fence there. So let me pull up my next reference image here so I can get to work on the next section. So let's outline once more where we have these last 2 top slabs here. Coming back from this with your stone brick slabs, just place 2 going back. Come out at an angle and place 1 going back there, followed by a stone slab. Then a stone slab out at an angle again, and a smooth stone there to finish off that flap track fairing. Next, let's just fill in these markings once more. So where we have this area at the base here, just place 1 stone brick slab there, followed by 2 going back there, and then in between these 2 right there, just place another stone slab, and then fill in these last 3 slots with your stone slab. I think I called that one a stone slab. That should be a stone brick slab, yeah. And 1 stone slab is there as well. Yeah, so that will do it for that layer of the wing. And once you have that all finished and filled in, the wing itself is complete. So, quite obviously we don't have any winglets to worry about for the 727, so all you have left to do now is to mirror this over to the other side of the build, and I will see you once that is done. And this is what your finished wing should look like on the other side of the aircraft, and with that, the exterior is complete. So, as I said before, if you are looking to add landing gear to your aircraft, I will be adding that at the very end of the tutorial. So, stay tuned for that if you are building that. But before we do, we've got to build the interior, so let's just get straight into that. Alright, so let's get going on the interior of the 727 then. So just hop inside real quick. This is what the interior looks like now. Obviously isn't too much, so let's fix that. Just to save us some trouble, I'm going to bring the floor across here a little bit, just so we can get an idea of where the floor level is going to be. So where you have this exit here from that upside down quartz stair, come down at an angle here and place down 2 gray wool across right there, followed by 2 sea lanterns covered by black carpet. This is going to be the aisle going all the way down the cabin. The sea lanterns will help with lighting. So coming forwards from this now, let's start with the flight deck up here first. So forwards from this sea lantern here, place a second gray wool there. Followed by another gray wool off to the right. On top of this first gray wool here, we'll place a birch door. This will be the cabin door into the flight deck, so we can leave that open for now. Now grab your gray concrete here. I believe this is gray concrete. So grab your gray concrete, place one gray concrete going forwards from that gray wool there, and just fill in these spaces off to the side with gray wool, just like so. Can throw the gray concrete away now, you won't be needing it again. I lied, you actually need a second gray concrete right here going forwards. Now you can throw it away. So it should look just like this. Now grab your stone brick stairs and place two stone brick stairs facing backwards right in there. These are going to be the indents for the foot pedals for the pilot and co-pilot. Speaking of pilot and co-pilot, let's get going on those seats. So grab your cobblestone stairs and cobblestone slabs. On top of these two gray wool here, place cobblestone stairs there with a cobblestone slab on top of each. You can throw those away now. Now switch over to your stone brick stairs once more, and underneath here, underneath these glass blocks, place three stone brick stairs across, just like so. This is going to be the flight instrument panels. Now you can grab a nether brick slab, and for the MCP, place a nether brick slab on top of that center stone brick stair right there. Grab an iron trapdoor and place an iron trapdoor right there underneath that wool block, and that is going to be the overhead panel. Now you can throw that away now. So now to finish off the flight deck, in the Aeroteam texture pack, the throttle quadrant and yotes are custom models. So for that, first let's grab Sea Pickles. Funnily enough, that is actually the yoke model if you're using the pack, and you can place down those two right there. If you are using default, something as simple as a dark oak fence gate can work fine, just like so. Oops, not like that. Just like that. That can be your yokes. Obviously it doesn't look great though, and that's why we introduced the custom models for the texture pack. So this is our custom model that we've created for the yoke. Again, that's the Sea Pickle, and you can place those there. Throw that away now. Next, for the throttle quadrant, if you are in default, something as simple as a redstone comparator will work. However, in the Aeroteam pack, that's yet again another custom model. But in default, a comparator it'll get the point across fine for a throttle quadrant. We don't want that though, since we're using the Aeroteam pack here. So throw that away, and for the custom model, grab a redstone repeater and a redstone torch. Place the repeater down there. It's going to look weird. That is a custom model for railways. To switch this over to the custom model for the throttle quadrant, grab your redstone torch and place that behind there. And we're going to do something similar to that for the engines that we did earlier with our replace tool. So grab a stick and use /repl0 and replace the torch there with an air block like so. And that will keep this redstone repeater powered. And this is our custom model for the throttle quadrants. So we have the speed brakes, throttles, flaps, stabilizer trim, fire panel, everything. And it obviously looks much better in terms of detail than a comparator would for the default pack. Hence why we did this. So, now that you have that throttle quadrant model in place, you can throw those redstone materials away, and to finish off the flight deck, just grab a gray banner and place that against the wall here for the flight engineer position, just like so. Once we have that, we can just fill in the walls of the flight deck now. So for the right side first, grab an iron trapdoor. This part's going to be a bit tricky, since on the server we have a plugin to open iron trapdoors by right-clicking on them, like so. If you have World Edit, you can use something like a torch here with the replace tool. Again, just nab that like so, and place the opened iron trapdoor against the wall, just like this. If you don't have World Edit, it's going to be a bit wonky. I suppose you can just use smooth stone there to fill it in, but again, that's going to look a bit weird from the flight deck. It's still better than nothing though, but yeah, if you can use this trick, I highly recommend using iron trapdoors stacked up just like this to fill in that back wall. And now for the other side, let's close the cabin door there, and we'll place 2 smooth stone right across there against the back. Again, we can do that on the right side instead of the left side, since the left side here has the exit door, while back here the door is much farther back. So, let's start working our way back now that the flight deck is done. And for this, what we're actually going to do first is fill in this wall here. So, what you want to do here is with this quartz stair for the door, or with the quartz full block up there in the exit door, you actually want to knock that out and replace it with an upside down quartz stair, just like that, for the exit door. That's going to smooth off the slope of the door on the inside of the aircraft. So now we can switch back to our smooth stone and start working the wall backwards, and then we can fill in the floor first. So bring your smooth stone back here, up 3, and then up 3 again here, and 2 across there to fill in that gap, and an iron trapdoor in from that stair there to fill in the ceiling. Next, place 2 smooth stone there, covering up that window, unfortunately. But there's nothing much that can be done about that. Followed by another 3 going up there, and that will fill in that wall. So the next thing that we can do is grab our sea lanterns and gray wool and all that, and start bringing this back. So what you want to do is just bring the sea lanterns all the way back to the end of the aircraft, following that straight line. Just like this. Actually, what we can do is stop right around here where these blocks line up. And this is because we actually have the air stairs at the back, obviously, so the floor gets a bit weird. We can just pull it right here and worry about all this later. So from these sea lanterns here, bring your gray wool out there and just fill all of this in, like so, up to the very front of the aircraft. And then just get this done quickly here. Fill in down here as well, where that exit door is. Then just bring it across on the other side as well. Once you have this all filled in on both sides of the aircraft, you can bring your black carpets across the sea lanterns to... Oops, not like that. Black carpets, there we go. To fill off the aisle markings. Come on. Oh dear. There we go. Alright. So once we have that done, let's fix this as well here. So grab a wool and fill in that block there, just to clean up the doors a bit. Now, let's bring the ceiling across and fill in all of this area. So what we're going to do for this is quickly switch to our smooth stone once more here and fill in this forward bulkhead right here. This is 1 block back from these wool blocks there. This is just going to get that out of the way so we can now focus on filling in the ceiling. So I don't need that redstone torch anymore. I don't know why I still have that in my inventory. So you can switch to your quartz stairs and quartz slabs. Right here, place an upside down quartz stair there. Bring quartz slabs back down this way to line up there. And quartz stairs against the edge there. Quartz slab in the center and a quartz stair there. This is going to be the template that we're going to follow for just bringing the ceiling all the way back with the overhead bins there. So just bring the stairs all the way down the edge, making sure that they're facing towards the inside of the aircraft, just like this. And we will bring it right to that edge. And we can stop right about where this flooring stops, actually, since it does get a bit weird up towards the end of the interior. Bring it across again on the other side of the interior. Just like that, and fill in the center with quartz slabs. Beautiful. So now that we actually have a nice cabin space for ourselves, what we can do is now start building the seating back. So, for this, grab your red sandstone stairs and slabs. Again, in the Aeroteam texture pack, these are a blue color, just like so. If you're in default, stone brick stairs could work for a default seat coloring. Again, since this is a standard configuration, it really doesn't matter for realism purposes what color the seating is. This is just a nice color that we like to use for seating. So let's start working this all the way back. So where you have this front bulkhead here, skip this first block of gray wool and place a row of 2 of your stairs facing forwards across there, followed by 2 slabs on top. And that is basically how the seating works in the for this aircraft. So yeah, it's just a standard economy configuration. There's no first class or anything, so it is fairly simple to bring back. Just skip another block here, 2 stairs, 2 slabs. Skip a block, 2 stairs, 2 slabs. And the same is done on the other side here, skipping a block from that bulkhead, 2 stairs, 2 slabs. It's as simple as that. So, just bring this all the way back. What you do want to be aware of, though, is as you're bringing this back, watch for this first overwing exit door here, and stop before then, because we have a seat that's actually missing for the overwing exits. You want to be aware of that. So just continue bringing the seating back, like so. I'll just do the stairs for now. And stop right here before this overwing exit. Yeah, and just bring your seating all the way across here. And once that's all done, I will show you what to do when you get to the overwing exits. So, there we go, that's the last row, and just your slabs across. Awesome. Once that's all done there, now all that we have for these overwing exits here is where you have this first overwing exit. Instead of placing 2 rows of stairs across here for your seats, just place 1 on the inside layer of the seating. So you have 1 missing on either side right here. And then place your slab on top to finish the stairs. Just like that. Nothing too complex, we're just missing a seat basically. Now you can continue bringing the seating back. So we'll just do it like we did before. After this point, now that we have these 2 here, you just need 4 more rows going back. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like that. And bring this across on the other side too. 4. Awesome. And your slabs on top, and that will finish off the seating for the interior. There we go. So now now that the seating is done, we have the rear galleys at the end. So for these, you can throw away the red sandstone stairs and slabs now for the seating. You won't be needing those again. Switch to your smooth stone, and skipping a block space between that last row of seating there, create a 2x2 of the smooth stone there. Same thing on the other side. Grab, let's see, cobblestone stairs, netherite stairs, and iron trapdoors. And up against the side here, just place a cobblestone stair facing inwards, an iron trapdoor on its face, and an upside-down netherite stair facing backwards on top of the cobblestone stair. On the other side is just a mirror image, so the stair there, iron trapdoor, and an upside-down netherite stair. Now this should line up perfectly with the rear exits here, so what we're going to do is knock out these 2, or these 4 in total, gray wool there. Fill that in with your sea lanterns and place black carpet across there to connect with the doors for the aisles. Once you have that all done, we can continue moving backwards here. So, switch to your smooth stone again. And right here, just place 2 smooth stone across there. Knock out this stair up here and place a smooth stone there. And we actually need to knock out part of the ceiling. It looks like I went a bit too far. Ah well, we'll get to that later. So, same thing over here. 2 blocks there, and knock out that stair and place a smooth stone there. You can throw these away now, and grab a quartz slab. Place a quartz slab to the left side of that smooth stone there, and same thing over here. From here we're just going to knock out all quartz stairs beyond that point, leaving the quartz slabs in the center. Grab your iron trapdoors again, place an iron trapdoor going back from both of those slabs there. Now grab your smooth stone, where we have this last window here on these very first rows of smooth blocks, or of solid blocks. Place smooth stone across there, 2 on the bottom. Grab a cobblestone stair, place an upside down cobblestone stair on the first block there, and then a smooth stone towards the center, and then a smooth stone right there on top as well. Same thing on the other side. So 2 smooth stone there, cobblestone stairs, and 2 up, just like this. So this is going to be the very front of the lavatories. So for the lavatories, you'll just go in here and skip a block here, and place 2 more smooth stones in. Then you can just bring that up, like so, and fill in that top block there with smooth stone. For the lavatories themselves, now that you have this nice open space, just place a cobblestone stair there, with a wooden trapdoor on top here, on top of the cobblestone stair. Same thing on the other side, cobblestone stair there and an oak trapdoor. Grab your birch doors, place those in front there for the lavatory doors. And now, all that's left for the interior is the rear air stairs, and we are done. So, we actually have 1 more sea lantern going back here, with a black carpet on top. Grab your gray wool again, place a gray wool right there, with a birch door on top. Open that up. That's going to be the door to the air stairs. You also want a smooth stone on top of this door here, and that is going to seal everything off nicely. And 1 more quartz slab there, actually. Once we have that, all we have left now is to build up the rear air stairs. So, for that, fairly simple. Grab your netherbrick stairs back from this gray wool that we placed here. Place 1, 2, 3, and 4. Looks like we'll have to break that wool block there to place that last one. 4, just like that. Make sure you also fill in that block forwards there with a wool block there, and then fill in that wool that we broke there to access that stair. Now, to the left of these netherbrick stairs here, fill in those blocks with gray wool, just these blocks that are exposed here. Grab your netherbrick stairs, place 1, 2, and 3 netherbrick stairs on top of those gray wool, just like so. 1, 2, and 3. Grab a smooth stone block, place 2 going up the side here, 2 going up here as well. Then 1 and 2 going back over these netherbrick stairs, just like this. And then 2 behind those netherbrick stairs on the edges. Grab a stone slab, place a smooth stone full block there, a stone slab right there, and an iron trapdoor on its face. Once you have that all done there, the last thing we need to do to finish off this sloping roof here is to place down a stone top slab in between those 2 smooth stone blocks there. That just finishes off this nice curve here that we have going on. One final thing to note is that if you are in default, this iron trapdoor here is obviously not fully opaque. There will be little holes showing in it, and that will show out into here. We don't want that happening, so to remedy this, just grab a smooth stone block and drop that above the iron trapdoor there before placing the iron trapdoor in. That's just if you're in default, though. Obviously in the Aeroteam pack, the iron trapdoor is a solid stone texture, just like that. So that does it for the air stairs. So now we can move on up to the front, where I have just a few short fixes to make here. So I'm just going to make some inventory space for myself. First thing we need to do is grab a stone button up here on the forward bulkhead. On the second block up right here, place a stone button on the front face of that block, like so. Next thing we need to do is grab a quartz slab, and where we have this upside down quartz stair here, knock that out and replace it with a quartz slab, just like so. My fault for missing that. Knew I was going to get something wrong with the interior here some way or another. That is just about it though. So we have our flight deck done, the cabin is done, the galleys are done, the lavatories are done, the air stairs are done. That is it for the interior of this majesty of an aircraft. So all we have left to do now are the landing gear, and we're done. Alrighty, let's start up here at the nose landing gear. So, come down here where you have these three quartz slabs across here for the gear door outlining. Knock those three out. Grab your cobblestone walls here. Let's see, cobblestone walls, black wool, stone buttons, quartz stairs, and your wool slab. So, down from this center of the three blocks here, just place a cobblestone wall in the center and a black wool underneath, right there. Let's head up here, and actually, on top of this cobblestone wall, we want to fill that in with a wool block on top, just like so. That'll fill in the empty gaps in there. And then just two purple slabs, or wool slabs, there across to fill that in. Now we just have to add in the gear doors, so knock out the three slabs off to the side, there. Grab your quartz stairs, place two quartz stairs facing forwards in there. And now let's curve this around. So you have your stair facing forwards, stair to the side, and a stair facing backwards. Same thing over here. So you have your stair facing forwards, face it to the side and backwards, just like so. And to finish off this nose gear wheel here, just place a stone button on either side of that. And that is the nose gear. There's not a lot going on there. It's pretty stubby, so there's not really much support structure or anything. It's not anything like a larger aircraft or whatever. It's cute, short to the point. And with that nose gear out of the way, we just have our main landing gear. So for this, what we're going to do is come down here to where we have this flap track fairing underneath the wing. So where you see this second row in of slabs, break these two going forwards and place cobblestone walls in their place. And that is going to be the support structure for the main landing gear. Now to fill in this ugly gap up here, just grab your nether brick slab and make those two blocks there full blocks. And that is going to fill that in nicely. So, I can't tell if this is a stone brick stair or a stone slab, unfortunately. Let me have a closer look here. Alright, so it's a stone slab. So grab your stone slab here. Underneath this rearmost of the two cobblestone walls there, just place a stone top slab, like so, followed by a black wool out to either side, and a stone button on either side of the black wool there to finish off the wheel itself. And that will do it for the main landing gear, I believe. Yep, that is everything. So, again, not a whole lot to it. So, I can even do this one on the other side too. So, where you got this second row of the wing here, knock out those two. Make these two nether brick full blocks, two cobblestone walls in there. A stone top slab underneath those two, with a black wool out to either side with a stone button on the end. And that is it. So, you have now finished the Boeing 727-200. So, congratulations on completing this aircraft. We hope that you enjoyed building it, and we hope that you enjoy having it in your Minecraft world. Thank you so much for choosing an Aeroteam design. Hundreds of hours of work from all of us here at the Aeroteam go into all of our aircraft to make these designs possible. And on that note, we do ask that if you use our designs, then please do give us credit for our hard work. Even something as simple as a sign in front of the finished aircraft saying designed by the Aeroteam helps to give us recognition for everything that we do. If you share this anywhere on social media, which you should definitely feel free to, by the way, please give us credit. That's all that we ask. So, with that all out of the way, that concludes the tutorial. Again, thank you so much for building this aircraft. If you enjoyed, you can check out our other tutorials via the playlist in the description below. If you like this, you might find something else from us that you like too. And if you do find that to be the case, then please do consider subscribing to the Aeroteam channel to be the first to see our new aircraft when they come out. That's about it though, so thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.